What's up, guys? My name's Carmel. Today we're talking about how to set boundaries in your twin flame union. This is a really important skill to have and to be aware of in your union, because as you claim your twin flame union, you're claiming your divinity, you're claiming your growth, claiming your power. And the result of that is going to be you're going to transform. You're going to experience change of who you are. You're going to be releasing a lot of unhealthy patterns and behaviors that no longer serve you. So as you do that, you're going to naturally evolve and change and transform and align more and more with love. And to be honest, there's a high chance, or maybe even not, but there's a high chance that that's gonna make people around you, people who are close to you, they might get a bit uncomfortable, right? Because you're evolving, you're changing, you're going deeper into who you are, you're claiming yourself more deeply. And they're gonna see you become something else, essentially. And they're gonna say things. They could say things like, "Well, you're not who you used to be. You've changed," or this twin flame journey, you're being influenced by something around you. You're being manipulated and controlled. It's insane. A result of your change and choosing to love yourself might be them reacting in such a way because they're uncomfortable in watching you evolve and change as such. And the truth is of what's actually happening to you in that change is you're just coming actually into deeper clarity of who you've always been, right? You're not losing who you were. You're actually just coming into deeper clarity as to who you've always been in truth. Because when you love yourself, that's when you align with who you truly are and always have been. They might feel like they're losing you, but they're not. You're choosing to let go of your ego. If anything, they're receiving more of you, right? But they might not be able to see that. Especially when you love yourself, you're coming back into your power. And when you come back into your power, the people around you, they can't control you anymore. They can't influence you as much as they used to, possibly. They can't manipulate you as much as they used to, right? Because when you're in your power, it can make other people feel uncomfortable. So some of the patterns you might get from them is you might experience verbal control, verbal abuse. They might say that you're crazy or you're insane. They might try to make you feel guilty. And all of it is just them trying to bring you back to them. They're like, well, if I yell at her and if I tell her she's crazy, maybe I can scare her enough to bring her back. If I make her feel guilty and let her know that there's something wrong with her, maybe she'll wake up and come back to me. But these are just patterns that people are playing out of fear whilst you're choosing to love yourself and evolve and change. Right? If they want to become closer to you as you evolve and change and grow, they simply just have to love themselves. A relationship never requires control. It never requires manipulation. It never requires guilt tripping. That's never a true relationship in the first place. And the thing is, they're not responsible for you or your choices. And you're not responsible for their choices. Just let both of you be free. Your family, your friends, they're not responsible for you. You're not responsible for them. You're just your own person. And if you want to have a relationship, then that relationship should be in both of you being free to be yourself. Without, someone trying to control you on the sly or very obviously trying to control you. And if someone continues to try to control you, you want to have compassion for them. So it must be very uncomfortable being worried about another person and trying to like change them to be who you want them to be. So you can just have compassion for them. And when does it come to the point to set actual boundaries? Like, when does it come to the point where it's healthy to set a strong boundary with this person in your life? It really becomes appropriate when they've made it very clear that they're not willing to change and that, you know, their core intention will always be to try and change you. And that you'll never be in alignment with who you are in their eyes, even though the whole time you've just been choosing love. Appropriate to set healthy boundaries when it gets to the point where having a relationship with them, you feel like dragged down by that relationship and they're trying to bring you down. It's appropriate to set boundaries then. Initially in the relationship, you know, if someone's trying to control and manipulate you for choosing your twin flame union, I mean, you want to hold space and allow yourself to the space to get very clear on this relationship. You don't want to like say if you share with them about your twin flame union and they act out of fear straight away, maybe they just need you to have a conversation with them and explain what's happening, or maybe they just need some time to process it. But you want to give yourself space to get really clear as to whether this person supports you or not. You don't want to just cut off the relationship out of fear, because if there's still like fear there, you're still having a relationship with them because there's fear there. You're still connecting with them from a place of fear. You want to set a boundary from a place of clarity. When you've come to the understanding that, okay, it's very clear this person isn't supporting me, it's time to set a healthy and peaceful boundary here. So you want to set boundaries from a place of clarity and peace, that this person has made it clear that they're not going to support you, and that they haven't made a new choice to love you as you've chosen to love yourself. So thanks for watching, guys. I really just shared like my experience of what I've had in relationships as I've gone deeper into my union, and where I've need to learn the lesson of boundaries and like what patterns I've faced and healed through and stood up to. So I hope this helps. My name is Carmel. I am a certified ascension coach for Twin Flames Universe, and I guide people into harmonious twin flame union with their twin flame. So I'm a twin flame coach, and I offer my twin flame coaching services below. I bless your union and have a wonderful day. Bye now.